Okay, I got them back on. Here are the old ones. You can see there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I just, that chip there, that's nothing wrong with that. You could take and turn it around to the back, and it's not gonna hurt anything. And chip there. I'll clean these up, and maybe at some point in time I'll reuse them. I don't think you could wear those out. These parts here. This part, yes, you can wear it out. This one here, you could see, maybe you can see, you probably can't. There's a plus sign in the middle of it. That's where I have rotated it. This one hasn't, and see, I still had one more. I could have rotated it here. I just didn't. When you take these things off, if you take them off, one thing you want to look at is that line. If that line is not perpendicular to the square, what that means is this is torqued just a little, and it will. When you tighten this down, even though that's flat, you still can twist this a little bit. So make sure that this here is flat with the blade. Now, I'm not going to tell you how I set these. The best thing for me to do is to say, read your manual and do it the way they say. But once I set these, and I have the blade on, I'll run it a little bit, make sure it's not hitting. And I've learned over time how much I can lift up or push down and not hit these and be okay. It's the same way with these blades. I've learned over time, I'm doing it backwards here, but I've learned over time where if I put my thumb right there, I know how much of that blade, I can feel it. I mean, it's almost like it's a perfect fit for my thumb. And I know where that blade is supposed to be on the band wheel. So when I put the blade back, I'll put it on, and I just go around and get it set with the blade loose. I get it set all the way around, and then I tighten the blade up. And I was saying about sharpening the blades. I've been sharpening blades for probably 10 years. There's no way, and I should be good at it, there's no way I can sharpen a blade as good as it comes from Norwood, or whoever you get them from. There's no way I could do it. And I have the best of the equipment, or at least what they say is the best of the equipment. I still can't get them as sharp, but I can get them darn sharp. When that blade, when I sharpened or a new one, when I pull this back, I'm watching that sawdust, and it should clean that sawdust off, and there should not be any waves in it. If it gets to where there's waves, I take the blade off. I start the day most of the time with, say, maybe 3 blades. One that was left over from yesterday, and what I do is I'll square the sides up with that. Then I'll take it off, the first log anyway. I'll take it off and I'll put on a sharp one I sharpened, or a brand new one, or whatever. And most of the time, over the course of a day, I'll use 2 blades. I'll use 3 total, but I'll use 2 blades, and I'll go through about 3 blades a day. If I'm cutting a lot. If I'm not cutting much, I'll just use 1 blade. But when it starts diving, or it gets hard for me to push, or even I watch the sawdust. I watch how far it kicks the sawdust out there. If it's not kicking the sawdust very far, I know it's time to change the blade. Or if it's coming out real dusty, I know it's time to change the blade. Let's see. I was going to say something about the blades, but I don't remember. But anyway, I know what I was going to say. I don't want to put nothing on a planer. Planer blades cost money too. When I take this board off of here, I want it to be that flat. And I've done this whole log, which I don't know how many board feet's going to be in it, but it's a bunch because it was I think it was 24 to 30 inches when I started. 24 on the small end, 30 on the big. It's got a lot of board feet in this thing. I don't want to be wasting good boards and then have to take this is probably 17 inches. I don't want to have to take something 17 inches and put it on a planer. I don't even have a 17-inch planer. I don't want to plane a 6-inch board. I want it to come off of here flat. That's what I don't want to be planing nothing. Planer blades cost money. And then you look at the time involved in planing the darn things. But anyway, I'm back down, ready to crank her up and roll again.